Hello, so tonight here, it has been a very long time since the last time I've done a Gundam review. So, decided to change things up and start doing more Gundam reviews. Starting off with this bad boy, the Gundam Master Grade Virtue. So that's Nodway. Like I said, this is a bit different to what I normally do. I've been doing like build streams for the past couple of weeks and so on. So I normally don't do reviews, but I thought it's about time we got back to our review because I can't remember the last time we did one. So we're starting off with this bad boy. This is the size of the box. So like I said, I just want to show you how big this box is. I have built it. It has been built. But this is the size of the box. It's the last Gundam I need for my Double Hole Season 1 collection. And I couldn't wait for it to become a master grade because I've got the no grade version, and believe me, this blows it out of the water. That being said, this is what the box looks like. Like I said, you got the sides here, gives you a bit more detail of what you're going to build. The back as well, so if it's upside down, kind of thing. You know, if you've built model kits before, you've come across this, you know this. Like I said, this isn't anything really absolute new. Like I said, we have built it, and just bear with me 1 second. You can see my mic there. Like I said, is the instruction manual standard, pretty much standard. If you've built any Gundam models or any model kits from Bandai, you pretty much got used to this kind of stuff now. Like I said, love the art form of Virtue, kind of thing, as standard. I'll bring this a bit closer. Like I said, all standard, bit equal detail of the Gundam that you're building, a bit backstory, obviously. I do like that the start actually change it and putting in English stuff as well. So it's not all in Japanese anymore, or Korean, or whichever, wherever you get these model kits from. I do like how they start adding in English instructions, because back in the old days, you had to guess what these were, but now they do say what they are. So I do like that Bandai's acknowledging the fan base and everything. Again, what all the runners you're going to have, and then obviously the meats of how to build and so on and so on. Again, like I said, as always, in the middle, you get equal coloured, some poses and stuff, and basically what you can do. And then, as always, at the back, if you want to paint, this is basically what you can do and how you would paint it, and so on and so on. That being said, it's time for the big Gundam himself, and here he is. Like I said, I do love how you build this, because you build this in Nodway form before you build it into Virtue. So basically, Virtue is an afterthought kind of thing. So you build the Nodway first. So I do apologise for burping there. Anyone that's not new to this is technically two Gundams in one, pretty much. So you're not just building Virtue, even though it's all advertised as Virtue. You're building Nodway and Virtue, and kind of thing. And this is basically the Virtue kind of thing. But before we go in, let's, like I said, before we continue, let's go into our next category, the good. So, like I said, what's the good on this? Well, first of all, you've got no stickers. Like I said, I've built the no grade version of this, and I kid you not, all these bits here were stickers. Even the mouth cover was stickers, and I kid you not, I might get it out later. I don't know. Probably not, because it's too much. Like I said, every single important part was a sticker, and I kid you not, it was a nightmare. So I'm glad when they decided to do the master grade, no stickers. Obviously, there's a few stickers, of course, like the eyes and the chest and everything. But again, no stickers on my important bits that you want to see. You want plastic. You don't want stickers. That being said, this can't move too well, because it's short and bulky kind of thing. Obviously, you've got movements and everything. Like I said, I do love the colour difference between the cannons, compared to the no grade where it's all the same. Like I said, you don't have much movability with this. Like I said, you've got features which we'll go into a bit more detail, kind of thing. But mainly, this is like a big chunk of armor kind of thing. Obviously, you've got movability with the cannons, kind of thing, so you can move the cannon up and down. You've got features here, like you can open the cannons for the GN particles to come out, as in the show, if you haven't watched the show. And like I said, you've got it. That comes off, but that's part of the transformation as well. So with that coming off, this will probably be easy to show. Again, just like the top cannons, you can open this slightly. So again, you can open it and then just put it back on. Like so, he says, as he always the case, when you go to show something, it's difficult. Ah! See, I can't get it back on now. But it does go on easy. It's just, of course, you're trying to show something and it all panics. But yeah, like I said, you have got movability. Like I said, you can move the arms, you can move the legs in this form. But like I said, you are limited compared to its other form. Like I said, you've got the chest thing there that opens up. So cockpit as well, kind of thing. If we take the pat back off just so it's a bit easier to move. Like I said, you've got to be careful because parts will come off on this because it is designed. Like I said, just like standard, you can move the chest and then it opens up more movability. So if you move the chest sideways, you've got more flexibility to move. Obviously, your waist can move up so you can give it a bit of a leg kick kind of thing and whatnot. But again, you've got to remember this isn't designed. This big bunky build isn't designed for movability. This Gundam in the show is basically the powerhouse. Like I said, it's got big weapons and it basically brings the pain pretty much. That being said, you do have this. His big bazooka, and again, I love this because it opens up. These come out, and they are quite difficult to pull out, but they do come out, kind of thing. And then you've got the side pieces. We'll talk more about the weapon later when we come to accessories and everything. But like I said, you do have that. So again, you're designed to put this. This guy is like the big brick house. It's like, I've come here with my bazooka. I'm taking down your entire battle station. Good luck with that. Enjoy, kind of thing. That being said, we're going to go into my favorite feature. Like I said, but before we do that, before we jump into that, let's go into, like I said, let's go into the bad. As I just said, the bad with this, it's minor. The bad is minor. One of the bad things I don't like about this, and other Gundam people that have built this will probably say otherwise, is I'm not a big fan of these cannons. And I'll show you why. This is a feature for the Nodway to hold it, or furniture as well, which is great. But to get it all the way in, there's not like plastic to get it out. So I've got to leave it out like that. Like I said, you can push it in, and like I said, if you push it in, it'll rest in there, no problem. But trying to get that out afterwards is a nightmare, to the point I've actually marked some of the plastic with my nails trying to get it out. So unless I've built that wrong or anything, or I've messed up, that is not the best design, and that's the only drawback I will say about this. Other than that, the cannons are absolutely fantastic. I love the pull out and everything. I love the little gimmick and everything, and like I said, I love that. I wish that would come out a bit more. It probably does. I probably built it a bit too tight or something, but I do love the different colour plastic and everything. Like I said, there's a lot of good, but yeah, that was the only bad I have with that kind of thing. Other than that, I think that they're fantastic and whatnot, but that's not only bad. The second bad I've got is obviously movability, but again, it's designed like that. That's the whole purpose and everything. So I can't really criticize that much, but I will add it as a bad because it's one of the P's I have. But that being said, there's not really much. That being said, let's go into our big reveal, the big important thing. Right, as I said, you get 2 Gundams with this. So we're going to put it like this. You get 2. You don't just get the Virtue, you get Nodway, which is basically the big thin side version. So with that being said, I will show you bit by bit what happens when you want to go into Nodway. So say you've got your Virtue like this, and you want to get into Nodway. First things first, like I said, take the backpack off. Don't need that at the moment. Use carefully. Take your plastic off. So again, these come off like so. Like I said, they're literally only connected temporary. There's nothing holding them together when you put it in other than that itself. So like I said, you take them off. Again, you try to be careful because you don't want to lose parts and you don't want to break parts. So again, it should come off very easily. It is all designed to come off easy. Like I said, again, this is the only one I have difficult. Shoulder pads. Like I said, shoulder pads are built like that. And everything. Again, shoulder pads. So as you can slowly see, we're getting thinner and thinner and thinner. Armbands, again, come off quite easily. Like I said, nothing to it. Reveals the arms, the thinner arms, again, same with the same, like so. So as you can see, we're starting to get thinner and thinner. Chest piece comes off, quite simple, like so. These bits come off very easily. Like I said, it's all designed to come off very easy. Same with the back piece. Don't know if you can see. So like I said, you just gently, carefully, like I said, put those fins down because you don't want to break those fins, kind of thing. So basically, we're almost there. Front piece comes off, revealing that. You need to get this black piece here. That black piece there is what holds that together. So you take that off. You remove the back first. And then, like I said, you'll see the back's holding that as well. And then you just take that apart, like so. Revealing the waist. And like I said, you have a small waist. Kind of thing, just move them back a bit closer. As I showed earlier, this comes off very easy. That supports that. Once that's off, the legs remove very easily, like so, and then you do the same on the other side. Like so, we'll just move all the parts in a minute, and then obviously feet side off like so. If I can get the last one, like I said, it does come off, but yep. So there's that. And then all that's left is the face. Now I love this. You got 2 fins on this. So like I said, first things first, you get that off. And then like I said, you should be able to do, like I said, you just basically get your finger off like that. And then you take the fin off. Like so. And I do love that. And you get your small fin on there. Take the chest off. Again, on the null grade, all that red bit is sticker. And you can imagine how bad that is. Take that off. And then you finally take the back off. And that's Nodway. But there's more. To make it complete, you need these. Let me get these. And like I said, Nodway has hair. So in order to finish it completely, you just take this sickle thing off here. So you take that off, attach the hair like so, and then you just put that back on. Like I said, you might need to push it in a bit further as you do it. But yep, that's the back. So there's the back. Then you've got 2 for the front. So let's just push that in. So just bear with me as I push this in. Like I said, this is my second time doing this because I've only just recently built this. So you got 2 there. See there? And then the last ones, actually, I should have done that first, to be honest. I'll just take these out first. So you get the last ones. You can't really see, but if you look at there, you've got the neck. There's a neck piece there. And like I said, you put them in like so. Like I said, push it in. Then you do face. Oh, I think I put that one in the wrong one. Bear with me 1 second. And there you go. So basically, that is Nodway in its all beautiful glory. The only downside I have about these, the bad for Nodway is I wish these were more movable fabric than just plastic kind of thing. Them cool, but I'd like it to, like move, like little hair kind of thing. But other than that, it looks pretty cool. Just get the fins up there for a second, kind of thing. But yeah, like I said, that's Nodway in all its glory. Now you do get some cool things with Nodway. You get some cool accessories. So you get this beam slash gun rifle. Like I said, the beams rifle can come out, no problem. Like so. And like I said, it's straightforward and it goes in like that. And like I said, you can use this for Virtue or Nodway. It's not specific, but it's more easier for Nodway because, it's there. You get the shield. Again, you can use the shield on Virtue, but because of how chunky it is, it's more easier for Nodway. And like I said, it's on a straightforward peg kind of thing, and you just attach it on like so, and it's pretty much there, no problem, kind of thing. Same with the gun. You just use the gun holding hand, put it in the air, and then you've got this equal nip there that attaches straight onto that, and then you can hold it pretty well. So like I do like how they think that to support it, because again, in previous Gundam models, they give you big knockoff rifles and everything, and then the hands just go all the way down. It's like you get in a cool pose like so. I have the power, and because of the weight of the weapon, the arm just goes all the way down. That being said, now that we've took all the way this massive armor, what can you do with Nodway that you can't do with Virtue? Well, let's go into details. First things first, you can move basically all his arm all the way around. You can do it in Virtue, but again, you'll be limited because of the armor. Again, you can move the arm all the way up, like so. Move it down, like so. The inner arch can move around, like so. And then obviously, you've got that movability. Again, you've got these movabilities in Virtue, but you are limited due to the armor. Like I said, the armor does absolutely cripple you. Again, as I said, you can move the waist out more. So you've got that, like, you can't really see that well, but you've got that movement, and then once you do that, you can move the arm, the waist up and down a bit to give you some more posability. Again, you can move it forward, you can move it once it's, like I said, let's get it out again. Once it's out, you can move it forward. You can move it back. You've got a bit more movability. It can move side to side. Like I said, you can go jiggle, 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 jiggle. So you can jiggle a bit and everything. And like I said, head can move up and down a bit, but again, you are limited because of these. And like I said, that's just come off kind of thing. So again, I haven't really played with this much since I built it on Tuesday. So, you know, I've still got things that I have to perfect to make sure they don't come off and everything. Like that is really stuck in there. Let's get that back on, shall we? But again, if it comes off, it's only on by like a call. It's nothing really difficult to reattach or anything if it comes off again and whatnot. But again, we'll leave that off for now just for the time being because the hair will get in your way a bit. Again, like I said, you can tilt it side to side. Again, you're limited because of the hair, but you can do side to side. It can go, it has got a punch mechanism, so like it's got a little thing there that can move it down and back up again. It hasn't got much of a move punch, but it can do it. So kind of thing. Like I said, I'm going to take the waist off. Like I said, just so we can go into a bit more detail. Like I said, you have got a waist thing there that will lift. Like I said, if you built it, you'll understand what I mean. It's a bit difficult to go into detail once it's built, but you have got a feature there that will lift it up and down slightly. You've also got the feature at the back. You can open these, and you can pull out the GN drive. You can put batteries in there, and once you put batteries in there, the chest will glow, and the sticker will shine Celestial Being inside. I haven't got a battery in this. Batteries die really quick. But again, you've got that can go in slightly like there. You've got a little spot there. So you can't see, but you see that little notch there. That is the holding spot. And then you just attach that like so. But yes, you can replace that. You do have this, the solar panel apparently it's called in the instruction book, and that can go in there too. What you do for that is you take this out. You remove the white bits off that, so you don't use the GN. But you basically you take that off, remove the white bit, attach the white bit onto the solar reactor, and then just slide it back in like so. I'm not doing that because I prefer the GN drive, and I want to get batteries for the GN drive eventually and light that up. So I'm not using the solar reactor, but that is pretty much the solar reactor that you can do, kind of thing. But like I said, that is pretty much what you can do. The arms can move in and out like so. They can rotate as they do, and then obviously these are replaceable. You get the fist, the closing hands like so. You get the open hands as always, and then you get like the trigger finger kind of hands. So basically, remove and replace whichever form you want to do. Like I said, I've got it in the trigger, so I can hold the weapons and whatnot. But yeah, that is pretty much that for that. Now to the waist. Like I said, waist is standard. Like I said, just one forward, back and forth. Like I said, they're designed to add the armor pieces, so nothing special there. There's no hidden features or anything there. But the legs, you can spread them out like so. Like I said, you've got the movement there, you've got the joints there. Like I said, they can rotate all the way around like so. The actual tilt itself can go all the way around. Again, you're going to be limited. Obviously, once you've got the waist on, you're not going to be spinning your leg all the way around. But I just want to show you what you can do. Like I said, you can pose like so. Like I said, you've got plenty of movability. It's like these master grades for the Double O Gundams are fantastic. Exia desperately needs a 2.0. So like, come on, Bandai. Your master grade Kyrios, Diamondus, and Virtue and Nodway. Exia needs to be redone. Like I said, the master grade for Exia is a joke compared to these now. Like I said, I'm just going to take one of the legs off so we can go into more detail. You've got this feature here. Like I said, that goes up and down. When you put in the armor on, that has to be up. Now, I didn't think that was important, but it was. Like I said, when you put the armor on, if you put it down, like I said, yeah, it looks like it's gone in, but it won't fit. It won't fit properly. So remember, when you put in the armor on, that little thing there has to be up, so it goes in a bit more snugly and everything. Or you're gonna have a hard time putting your armor on, which I found when I first put it on together. I was like, why is this not going in? And then realised it was this. So yay me. Again, that's the possibility you've got. Leg can go all the way like that. I mean, foot can go like that. You have got some movement in the foot, nothing major. You can turn it. You can turn the foot side to side, which is pretty cool. You can lift that up. You lift that up, you kind of get a bit more movability, but again, nothing major. Again, like I said, your joints are like that, and then obviously, if you move that down, so you don't get much movement when that's down. I don't know why they have that feature, but you do. You have that feature. I'm sure someone in the comments can tell me. Your beam saber is hidden there, so if you want your beam saber out, it's not attached to anything. It's literally slides in and out like so. So be very careful when you're playing around with this and moving in poses, because that will slide out and it go whee all the way gone. But again, that just slides back in like so, and then there you go. Like I said, see how loose it is now. It's not in there. There's no white feature to hold it in there. It literally just stays in there and slides in there, kind of thing. So again, it's not secure that much. Like I said, obviously this secures it. You make sure if it's in white, it does hold it. But again, it's still loose. It's not the safest beam saber hold ever. But that's where your beam saber is. Again, same with the other foot. There's no hidden features or anything. And one more thing you've got on your waist, you've got equal. I don't know if you can see. You've got an equal slot there that slides up and down, giving you, like I said again, more pulsability. Problem is there's no mechanism to stop that going up and down. So, like I said, when you've got it in your pose, be careful not to slide, put your thumb up, or you, like I said, it'll go back in. There's no feature to hold it in place or anything. But again, you can slide that down and gives you more pulsability with the legs, kind of thing. Which I do like that they include that in model kits now. Because some of the old ones was, yes, here's your leg feature. This is the movement. Enjoy, get over it, kind of thing. So, like I said, we're gonna attach the waist back onto Nodway. So that is basically Nodway in a nutshell. So again, this is all the armor that you get and everything. So we'll have Nodway here. Like I said, you've got your two. Well, get the armors out. So you got your two legs, you got your waist, you got your chests, you got your shoulder pads, you got your front, you got your equal side beams here, you got your front cover for the legs, you got your big bazookas, you've got your back. Like I said, you've got all the things that we've took off pretty much. There's a what equal parts that you get for Virtue and Nodway all together. Like I said, just trying to get it all into shot, as it's not easy, as you can probably imagine. And of course, try not to lose pieces would be fantastic. But yeah, you get a nice equal variant. Like I said, obviously 9 out of 10, you'll probably keep it in Virtue mode. So I will. Like I said, I'll keep it in my Virtue mode. But you get all that builds into that, and you get Virtue. Take it off, you get Nodway. Like I said, you get your equal beams, you get your shield, and you get your gun. And then obviously for Virtue, you get this bad boy. Now, going into the accessories, again, for Nodway, you get this gun. And it doesn't really do much. Like I said, you got a nice good gem there, kind of thing. Like I said, it moves side to side, like so. You've got this equal feature there that you can hold the gun, but again, nothing special. Obviously, you get a beam saber that can attach like that, gives it that equal edge kind of thing. Obviously, you get beam sabers for the beam sabers as well. I haven't cut them out because I don't tend to use beam sabers for my model kits. Shield, nothing special. Like I said, there's no features in the shield. It is literally just a shield. You've got that to move around, kind of things if you want it on different arms, kind of thing. But again, nothing really special. This you get a few features with. One is you can push that out. You've got a close spin. Like I said, you got that. These can come out. Just bear with me 1 second as I get something to push them out. So you get these yellow bits in here. Now, you can push them out, but again, they're not the easiest to get out. So I tend, when I'm showing off, when I want to get them out, I tend to use something to push them out because they just don't. I can't get them out without something to push. If that makes sense, there's not like a feature to push them out or anything. But again, they come out. So you got your bazooka thing there. These side panels here can move forward. I don't know why they can move forward, but they can. They can move forward and back. Like I said, these equal panels here come off like so. So you can get them into your poses. They've got a cool equal feature here. So you can't see it there, but you got that. So that adds on the sides, giving you, so you can, your Gundam can hold it. So you can hold it a bit more easier, because on the no grade, it was which right, no, you don't have that, it's like that. And then trying to get that pose when he's holding the bazooka in the chest is a freaking nightmare. So you like I said, you've got them, they attach, like I said, they attach on the sides like so. And everything, and then you have like the nice equal feature to be able to pose with that and everything. Like I said, they're really cool, but again, there's nothing really special about the gun other than that feature there. Like I said, you can close it, so if you want them together, you can, and then you just slide them back in like so. No, and everything, and that is the gun. Like I said, it's very cool design. And like I said, these can come off very easily, so just make sure when you put them in, they're in tight. And that's it, really. And then obviously, here we go, GN reactor. Again, you do get equal figurines of Eteria. I think I've pronounced his name right, I probably butchered it, but you get equal figurine just like you always do, and everything. You also get one in a dress as well, which is, if you watch the series, you'll understand that reference, kind of thing. But that is everything you get with this Gundam. Like I said, just to double check, you can move the head up and down a bit. It can move side to side and whatnot, because we didn't really talk much of the head. Again, it can do the same when it's in virtue mode as well. And that's it, really. But as the final verdict, would I recommend this Gundam? Yes, definitely. If you're a Double O fan and you like Virtue / Nodway, get the Master Grade. Master Grade is superior. I've been waiting for this model kit. Like I said, I've got all the others. I will do a review of each and every one all together, kind of thing. And well, I don't think I'll do a review. I think I'll do like a show and tell of them all together. And then I've got the complete set of Season 1 of the Double O Gundams, all in Master Grade. Like I said, I have got them in no grades, and I kid you not, the no grades are nothing compared to the Master Grades. The Master Grades are superior. And like I said, always, if you can, hold out for the Master Grades. Obviously, if there's no sight of a Master Grade coming out, then get the no grades. But if you can, hold out for the Master Grades. I did that with Dynamis. I did that with, well, I didn't do it with any others, but I did it with Dynamis, and I wasn't disappointed. I recommend this Gundam to any Double O fan. It's one of my top favourites, kind of thing. Like I said, I'm so happy I finally got the complete Season 1 set of Double O model kits in Master Grade. Like I said, this was the last This didn't cost that much, but I know it is going on eBay and Amazon for like ridiculous prices. So I think this cost me £100 to get. It's the most it's the second most expensive master grade I've bought, to be honest. I normally only spend about 60 to 80 quid on a master grade. Coming up to about 80, 90 quid, depending. But this has been the most expensive. £100 is cheap for this. What I've seen on eBay, it goes from 100 to 50 to 200. The prices for this model kit, if you haven't already pre-ordered it and got it when it first came out, are absolutely stupid. So, again, you might have trouble getting this model kit unless you've got places that can sell them, that you know and trust. So like, I'm sure some of the main retail stores will eventually pick them up. I'm sure where I normally get my Gundam model kits from would get it eventually, but I managed to see it on eBay for £100. I was like, oh, sweet, and picked it up. Got here really fast as well, which is great because it's in the UK, kind of thing. So yeah, it got here fast. Started building it on Tuesday on stream. Yes, because I do Twitch stream builds as well. Like I said, the link and everything will be at the end of this video, and I'll put it in I can't say the words at the moment, but I'll put it in there so you in the dose. I can't say the word, but you know what I'm talking about. I'll put the link there so you can watch me build. I didn't finish the build on stream. I did 2 hours into it, so we managed to build the head and the waist, and then I finished everything else afterwards. Altogether, the build took me, I started at 10 o'clock Tuesday, and I finished about 6 o'clock Tuesday, so it was a pretty long build, to be honest. And like I said, I still haven't finished, because even after I've done a Gundam build, I always like to do touch-ups and stuff, because sometimes you don't pick it up. That being said, it's fantastic. This hasn't been panel lined as well, so this is what you get with no panel lines or anything or stickers attached. The only stickers I've done is the eyes and the chest. Everything else I've left bland, no paint either. So no paint, nothing. This is basically what you get out of the box as you build it and everything. I will panel line it because, like I said, you can see details where you can panel line, and I just think it will stand out a lot more panel lined. I panel lined my Curios, and I kid you not, the difference between non-panel lining and panel lining are night and day. So, like I said, I'll probably put Twitter pictures of this on when it's all panel lined and everything, so you can see the difference. I'll take screenshots of it now, before, and then after, and put it on Twitter. That being said, thank you for tuning in. I hope this hasn't been too long. I do realise we've been talking for like 38 minutes. I hope this is a good review, and I hope you like this type of format of review. Let me know if there's anything I can improve on. Let me know if I talk too much or talk too less, or any questions you want to know in the comments section, and I'll get back to you and answer your questions. That being said, we are going to continue doing more reviews. They're not going to be regular, unfortunately. I would love to try and do them regularly, so I'm not going to promise that the next one will be next week like I did on my last time I did a review. There will be more reviews coming. Like I said, we've got I'll show you some more stuff we've got to make. Like I said, we've got an Ava to build, so we've got Ava units 8A to build, and then we've got my personal favourites, Ava Unit 1 to build. Again, these are my first real grade builds as well, so I've never built real grades before, so it's going to be interesting. So we've got them, so I'll build them and review them as well. And that being said, I hope you tune in for the next review, and thank you so much for coming in to this one. And like I said, any questions, please leave them in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Obviously, come back for more content, and like I said, I hope you enjoyed it. That being said, this is Cecil Knight signing off, and I will see you next time.